motorists. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And some concern out there as some waterways are running high after yesterday's rain.
Yes, but today it's a good thing because we'll be dry with sunshine. So no more rain today. We will be seeing some rain tomorrow, though.
It'll be back.
Yes, it will be. So let's take a look now at the York full batteries from Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are dry here this morning. We are just seeing cloudy skies to start along with patchy fog. And it's still muggy outside. We're in the 60s, 64 degrees in Westmoreland and 63 degrees in Whitesboro. But after the fog clears up this morning, we will be dry with some sun today. Highs are going to be near 80. So it's a good thing we're seeing dry weather today, but we will be seeing widespread rain return tomorrow afternoon, and it could be heavy at times. It's going to be quick, though. It clears out by tomorrow evening, and then we will be dry again for Friday, but unsettled weather returns for the weekend. So we are going to continue to see some rain coming in on the horizon. As for today, though, we will be seeing sunshine, windy conditions, highs near 80. I will talk a little bit more about the rain ahead coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. And many eyes continue to be on Fish Creek in Blossvale as water levels there around that creek continue to rise. This is what it looked like at Tagasoak Campground on Higginsville Road last night. Parts of the campground and beach are underwater. We'll continue to keep an eye on this developing situation, and be sure to stay with News Channel 2 and the Storm Tracker 2 weather team for any new developments. Now to the latest on that debit card scam at First Source Federal Credit Union.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back. Left over from the cold front that moved through, it's going to remain pretty windy today, and it will be windy over the next few days. We see more unsettled weather tomorrow, so it will be windy. After the cold front moves through tomorrow, it will be windy for Friday, and it does look like it could be windy again for the weekend. But today we will be dry. We are going to be seeing sunshine. It should be a nice day outside today, and it will get warm with highs near 80. But our next chance of rain does come in tomorrow. It looks to remain in the afternoon, coming in early afternoon, then clearing out by tomorrow evening. But we are going to be seeing widespread rain at this point, and it could be heavy at times. The good news is, though, that it's just for tomorrow. We dry out again on Friday. So if you did want to spend time outside, definitely yes for today. It's going to be a nice day. And I would say no, or maybe in the morning tomorrow, as it is going to be unsettled in the afternoon. But we're dry and nice again on Friday. Gary.
Anna, thanks. President Biden is out west.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with some clouds and patchy fog this morning, but it will clear up for a nice day today. Let's take a look now at downtown Utica. The sun hasn't risen yet, but still we are seeing cloudy skies, patchy fog this morning, so be careful of that when driving. But we are all dried out from the rain over the past 2 days. Here is a look at our York full battery. Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Finally, dry conditions are expected for today. The low pressure system and that cold front has finally moved out. We are just left behind this morning with clouds, some fog, and it is going to be pretty windy today. Our temperatures are in the 60s and still it's a bit humid this morning. We have 62 degrees in Little Falls and in Deansboro and 63 degrees in Whitesboro. Looking to the south, 64 degrees in Cooperstown, also 64 degrees in Hamilton, Sherburne, and in Norwich. And we're still a little bit muggy outside. We have 61 degrees for that dew point. It will remain more on the muggy side today. We'll probably stay around the same dew point today. But overall, it should be a nice day with sunshine. It's just going to be a little bit windy. Unsettled weather does return tomorrow, though, so make sure you enjoy today. It looks like we see an increase in cloud cover overnight, and our next system approaches tomorrow afternoon. Widespread rain is possible tomorrow afternoon. It could be heavy at times, so we are keeping an eye out on it, but it is over quickly. It's over by tomorrow evening, and we're dry again on Friday. Then it looks like unsettled weather returns for the weekend with scattered showers and thunderstorms both on Saturday and Sunday. So here's a look at the rain expected tomorrow. It doesn't look like too much. We could range from about a quarter to an inch of rain widespread over our viewing area. The rain tomorrow afternoon is going to be widespread, but it looks to be over by tomorrow evening for a nice dry day again on Friday. Then unsettled weather returns for the weekend. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are possible for both Saturday and Sunday, and that will especially be in the afternoon. So on our skycast here today, we see clouds make way for beautiful sunshine. At noon, we'll be in the lower to mid 70s, and then right near 80 degrees for the high temperature, but it is going to be windy today. Overnight, we see those clouds increase from the west, as we can see it here. Overnight lows just around 60 degrees. And tomorrow morning looks to be mostly dry with cloudy skies. Then around noon, we start to see that rain make its way in from the southwest. It does turn to heavy at times. We just saw that heavier rain move through. But by 6 p.m., it looks to be on its way out, and we look to see dry weather at that point. So for today, expect really nice weather, dry conditions with sunshine. If you do have anything to do, like any yard work, or if you do have to clean up, unfortunately, after the severe weather that we did see Monday, I would definitely do that today. Then tonight, we'll see an increase in cloud cover, still dry overnight, and we will be dry through tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, widespread rain makes a return, but will dry out again on Friday, Gary.
So keeping an eye on those waterways for sure.
Yes, so today will be dry, so that's fine. But tomorrow we are going to be seeing rain again, so it could be a problem again tomorrow.
Hopefully they go down a lot today.
Yes.
Hannah, thanks. Coming up, Elon Musk maybe just for this half hour. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And the Buffalo Stampede. I didn't know they were the official drummers of the Buffalo Bills.
That's great.
Yeah, and they came to our area. We'll have that story in just a bit. But first, some folks keeping an eye on some waterways that are rising.
Yes, so we did see some heavy rain on Monday from those storms. Still rain yesterday, but the good news is that we'll be dry today.
Yeah, that one creek looks like it's rising pretty quickly, too.
Yes, so hopefully today gives it like a nice break to kind of die back down. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, down the radar. We are completely dry this morning. We are just starting out with some leftover cloud cover and some patchy fog, but that should clear up to sunshine for today. We're still a little bit muggy outside to start. Our temperatures are in the 60s as well. We have 64 degrees in Westmoreland and 63 degrees in Whitesboro. So for today, expect sunshine today. It's going to be a pretty nice day, but it will remain windy. We do see unsettled weather return tomorrow. It looks like widespread rain comes in tomorrow afternoon, and it could be heavy at times, but it will dry out by tomorrow evening, and another dry day for Friday with an unsettled weekend. So for today, enjoy the weather because it is going to be sunny and dry today. It is just going to be windy with highs near 80, and I will talk a little bit more about the rain coming in tomorrow. Coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. Well, several local
Welcome back. We are starting out warmer this morning. It's still a little bit muggy. 62 degrees being measured at the Rivers Park Airport in Rome, with the dew point is 61 degrees. At this point, we're seeing cloudy skies and patchy fog. The wind is calm, but it is going to get windy today. We will be seeing some sunshine, which warms us up. Highs are going to reach near 80, and then we will be seeing unsettled weather move in tomorrow. Looks like widespread rain comes in tomorrow afternoon, and the temperature will drop back into the 70s for the rest of the week and into the weekend. The weekend remains unsettled as well. So it looks like today will be dry. Tomorrow we will be seeing that widespread rain in the afternoon. It will clear out in the evening for a dry day on Friday. Then scattered showers and storms do look to return for the weekend. Gary.
Hannah, thanks. A major vote in California.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with cloudy skies and some patchy fog this morning, but we'll be seeing dry weather and sunshine today. Let's take a look now at downtown Utica. We can see the cloudy skies. We're also seeing patchy fog, especially in higher elevations here this morning, but we are all dried out from the rain and the storms over the past couple of days. Here's a look at the Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. Dry conditions are expected today. We are just going to be seeing a little bit of clouds this morning left behind from that cold front that moved through, and windy conditions. It is going to be pretty windy outside today, but we're all dried out, so hopefully everything gets back to normal. Those river levels do start to go down today as we do remain dry. We'll warm up today. We're starting out in the 60s, but we'll reach near 80 today. 63 degrees in Little Falls and in Whitesboro, 64 degrees in Utica, and looking to the south, 59 degrees in Scandivas. So warm and muggy to start, 61 degrees for that dew point. It is likely to remain a little bit muggy today, but we'll be seeing that sunshine, dry weather, and those windy conditions. Rain returns tomorrow, though, so it looks like we will be seeing our next system move in tomorrow. We'll be dry through tomorrow morning, but tomorrow afternoon, widespread rain is expected. It's going to move through quick, though. We'll be dried out by tomorrow evening. We will be dry for Friday, but then the weekend looks to be unsettled again with scattered showers and thunderstorms. So the rain tomorrow, really keeping an eye out on it. At this point, it looks like we could receive a quarter of an inch to an inch of rain expected throughout this event tomorrow. We will keep you updated on it, and we are keeping an eye out on it, but it looks like we are going to be seeing this widespread rain come in tomorrow. The good news is that after tomorrow, we're dry for another day on Friday, but then unsettled weather comes back in for the weekend. Nothing looks severe, though, but scattered showers and thunderstorms are possible both Saturday and Sunday with highs in the upper 70s. So unsettled weather comes back in for the weekend. Make sure you enjoy today. It remains nice and dry. We will be windy, though. At noon, we'll be in the lower to mid 70s, upper 70s for the high temperature with that sunshine. Tonight, we will see an increase in cloud cover with a low just around 60 degrees, and we will be dry with cloudy skies through tomorrow morning. But if you look here, just around noon, we start to see this rain making its way in from the southwest. It does turn widespread and heavy at times, but it looks to clear out by tomorrow evening. That was 6 p.m. on our Skycast. So for today, cloudy skies, patchy fog to start. That will make way for beautiful sunshine, highs near 80 with windy conditions, and then we'll fall just around 60 degrees tonight with an increase in cloud cover. We'll be dry through tomorrow morning with widespread heavier rain returning in the afternoon. We will dry out again on Friday. We'll be right back.
Joining us, I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And you saw that video right there. That creek is running high.
Yes, so after the storms Monday, rain yesterday, pretty high, but the good news is that we'll be dry today, so hopefully it will start to go down a little bit.
Before more rain tomorrow.
Yes, rain tomorrow, unfortunately. So let's take a look now at the York Full Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are going to be dry today, so we do get a break. We're starting out with some clouds and patchy fog left over this morning from the cold front, but we will see that make way for beautiful sunshine today, and it's going to warm up to highs near 80. We're starting out in the lower 60s this morning. We have 63 degrees in Whitesboro and Little Falls, 61 degrees in Lake Pleasant, and it's still a little bit muggy outside, but we will be seeing nice weather today, dry with sunshine. Unfortunately, it does look like we will be seeing widespread rain make a return tomorrow afternoon. We are keeping an eye out on it. It could become heavy at times, but we'll dry out again for Friday, and then the weather will get unsettled again for the weekend. So for today, make sure you enjoy it. We will be seeing sunshine, highs near 80. It will be windy, though. I will talk a little bit more about that rain coming in tomorrow. Coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Many eyes are on Fish Creek in Blossvale as water levels continue to rise. This is what it looked like at Tagasoke Campground on Higginsville Road last night. Parts of the campground and beach are underwater. We will continue to keep an eye on this developing situation, and be sure to stay with News Channel 2 and the Storm Tracker 2 weather team for any new developments out of Blossvale. Now to the latest on that debit card scam at First Source Federal.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back. It is going to be windy today, left over from the unsettled weather that we did see the past 2 days. And it will remain windy tomorrow as we see more unsettled weather, and then even into Friday and the weekend. So we will be dry today. It should be a nice day with sunshine, highs near 80, a nice break from the rain that we have been seeing. Heading into tomorrow, though, we start to see a chance of rain coming in. The rain looks to hold off until the afternoon, just around noon. It looks to start to come in, and it will be widespread and heavy at at times, but it will clear out tomorrow evening, and then we will have another dry day on Friday. So tomorrow we do have the possibility of more rain. If you did want to spend time outside, I would definitely say yes for today and Friday because we look dry. As for Thursday, I would say no, or get stuff done in the morning before that rain approaches. Gary.
Hannah, thanks. President Biden is out west.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with cloudy skies and patchy fog this morning, but that will make way for sunshine today. Let's take a look now at downtown Utica. Clouds are starting to break up this morning, but we are seeing some patchy fog in especially higher elevations, so be careful of that. The good news about today is that we are going to be dry with sunshine. A nice break from the storms on Monday and then the rain yesterday. We are dry this morning on our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar, and we will be dry today. Once these clouds make way for nice sunshine, it is going to be pretty nice with highs near 80. It is just going to be windy. We are seeing a stronger wind coming out of the west. Our sky watchers mostly have us in the 60s this morning. We have 65 degrees in Clinton, 62 degrees in Westdale, and if we look to the south, we have 61 degrees in Milford, West Lawrence, and in Cooperstown. It's also a little bit muggy, 61 degrees for that dew point. Today, it's probably going to stay around the same dew point, so it is going to be a little bit muggy, but it should feel nice with sunshine and those highs near 80, and then once again a little bit windy, but overall a really nice break from the unsettled weather. We are going to be seeing unsettled weather approach again tomorrow, though. It looks like we are going to be seeing afternoon widespread rain that could be heavy at times, so we will keep you updated on that. So just tomorrow before we dry out again on Friday, and then the weather turns unsettled for the weekend. So here's what it's looking like for rainfall accumulation tomorrow. This is just one of our models, but it's looking like we could be seeing around a quarter to an inch of rainfall for tomorrow. It's going to move through pretty quickly. It comes in the afternoon and then clears out by the evening. So we will keep an eye on this and update you with any new information. Scattered showers and thunderstorms return for the weekend. We are going to be dry Friday, and in the weekend we have this unsettled weather move back in with highs in the upper 70s. So up and down with the unsettled weather for the rest of this week and into the weekend. So we are dry today. We are going to be seeing clouds make way for sunshine. Highs in the upper 70s. So we'll be in the low 70s at noon, upper 70s for the high temperature with sunshine and windy conditions. Then tonight we will see an increase in cloud cover ahead of our next low pressure system. We will be seeing dry conditions through tomorrow morning, but this rain does start to come in tomorrow afternoon, as we can see here on our Skycast, and it looks to clear out by tomorrow night. So for today, we will be seeing sunshine, highs near 80, windy conditions, and then tonight we will see an increase in cloud cover. Rain does return tomorrow. At this point, it doesn't look like too much, but we'll keep you updated on it. We'll dry out again for Friday, and then unsettled weather returns for the weekend, Gary.
So we got a nice day today, more rain tomorrow. Let's hope those creeks go down today.
Yes, so hopefully they go down today, and then the rain tomorrow is not too bad.
Hannah, thank you. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Like that beat, don't you?
We were jamming
yeah,
out
we
a
were
second
jamming
ago.
behind the scenes.
Yes, but today it's going to be nice because it's going to be dry, so we do get a nice break from the, rain that we saw.
That's for sure. Get out there and mow your lawn today because tomorrow the rain's coming back.
Yes, it does look like that. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery. Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are dry this morning. We're just seeing extra cloud cover to start, along with patchy fog, but that should clear up to sunshine today, and we'll warm up. So we're starting out in the 60s. We'll reach near 80 today, 63 degrees in Whitesboro, and 64 degrees in Westmoreland. So today is going to be dry with sunshine, a nice break from the rain over the past 2 days. We do see widespread rain return tomorrow, though. Tomorrow afternoon looks like it is going to be raining again, but the good news is we'll dry out again on Friday, so another dry day. Unsettled weekend, though, with more showers and thunderstorms. So for today, dry conditions with sunshine. It's going to be windy with highs near 80, and I will talk a little bit more about the rain tomorrow coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks, and don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than
Welcome back. We're starting on the 60s this morning. 63 degrees being measured at the Gervais Park Airport in Rome. It's just a little bit muggy with that dew point at 61 degrees. And we're still seeing cloudy skies and patchy fog. The wind is calm, but it is going to pick up today. It will be a windy afternoon with some sunshine and highs near 80. Unsettled weather comes back in tomorrow, and then we do drop into the 70s, but we remain windy for the rest of the week. So today we will be dry. Tomorrow, widespread rain is possible in the afternoon once again. We'll dry out on Friday with some more scattered showers and storms coming in over the weekend. Gary.
Hannah, thanks. A major vote in California this week could allow more driverless cars on the roadways in San Francisco. But we have new details this morning on the dangers they may pose. NBC's Bigad Shaban takes us in depth and shows us the good and the bad.
NOHAN York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with some clouds this morning along with patchy fog, but that will make way for some sun today. Let's take a look now at downtown Utica. Those clouds are already decreasing here this morning. We're starting to see a few peaks of sunshine, but we're still dealing with that patchy fog, especially in higher elevations this morning. We will remain dry today with some sunshine, so a nice break from the rain over the past couple of days and those thunderstorms on Monday. Here's a look at our Yorkville battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. Dry conditions today. The cold front that moved through did just leave behind a little bit of clouds this morning. That will move out and we will be seeing sunshine later, but it also left behind windy conditions. A strong wind today coming out of our west. Our Skywatchers has us mostly in the 60s this morning. We have 65 degrees in Clinton, 63 degrees in New Hartford, and if we look to the south, we have 60 degrees in Evanston and in Westford to start. We're also seeing muggy conditions still, 61 degrees for that dew point. It is going to kind of stay the same today. We'll be on the verge of upper 50s to low 60s for the dew point today. So kind of feeling a little bit muggy outside, but it is going to be windy and we will be seeing sunshine. So today, Nala and her neighbors are super happy about that. They're starting to be able to see each other now. They couldn't earlier because of the fog, but that fog is starting to lift so they can see each other through the window. Today, she is saying hi to Mushu and Cow. They're super excited though to sunbathe again today. So after a gloomy past 2 days with those storms and the rain yesterday, they're really excited to soak up the sunshine in the window together today. We are going to be seeing that rain return tomorrow though. Looks like tomorrow afternoon widespread rain does move through. Could be heavy at times, and then we'll dry out again for some more sunshine Friday. But looking ahead to the weekend, it does look unsettled. So the rain tomorrow looks like we could be receiving about a quarter to an inch of rainfall, and it will just be for tomorrow afternoon. So we'll keep an eye on this. Hopefully it doesn't look like we will be receiving any more, so hopefully there will be no more flooding issues. We've dry out Friday, and then unsettled weather returns for the weekend. Scattered showers and storms are possible on both days with highs in the upper 70s. So let's enjoy today. We see sunshine come in. We'll reach the lower to mid 70s at noon and near 80 for the high temperature. It is going to be windy. Tonight we'll see an increase in cloud cover ahead of our next system moving in for tomorrow. Tomorrow morning will be dry for most of the morning with cloudy skies. Then we do see rain showers start to come in tomorrow afternoon. It looks to clear out by tomorrow evening. So for today, expect cloudy skies to make way for sunshine, upper 70s, windy conditions, but still overall a nice day, a nice break from the rain. A great day to get any yard work done or any cleanup done from those storms on Monday. Tonight, we'll see an increase in cloud cover and we'll drop into the upper 50s. We'll remain dry through tomorrow morning with rain coming in the afternoon. We'll dry it again on Friday, but then the weekend's unsettled, Gary.
So we get a day of sunshine and hopefully those creeks can calm down.
Yes, and then hopefully we don't see too much rain tomorrow to bring them back up.
That's for sure, Hannah. Thanks. The time right now is 6:50.
From where the news comes first, this is News Channel 2 at 7 a.m. on CW11.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on the CW11. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And you have been quite busy over the Weather Center over the past few days, and today a little quieter day.
Yes, so we do have a break from the storms Monday, rain yesterday. We'll be dry with sun today.
Yeah, you deserve a break today.
Yes, thank you. So let's take a look now at the York Full Battery. Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Completely dry conditions on our radar this morning. We're just starting out with some patchy fog, and we will get windy today, left over from the cold front, but otherwise we will be dry with sunshine this afternoon. It is going to warm up to highs near 80. Right now we're just in the 60s, 63 degrees in Cooperstown, 64 degrees in Westmoreland, and we're a little bit muggy. So dry with some sunshine for today, so make sure you enjoy it and get stuff done before some rain returns tomorrow afternoon. We'll dry out again on Friday, but the weekend looks unsettled. So for today, expect sunshine, highs near 80. It is going to be windy. I will talk a little bit more about the rain expected tomorrow. Coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Many eyes are on Fish Creek in Blossvale as the water levels there continue to rise. This is what it looked like at Tagasok Campground on Higginsville Road last night. Parts of the campground and beach are underwater. Of course, we'll continue to keep an eye on this developing situation and be sure to stay with News Channel 2 and the Storm Tracker 2 weather team for any new developments there out of Blossvale. Now to the latest on that debit cards.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are seeing some sunshine coming out now, and it is going to be a dry day with sunshine. So let's take a look now at downtown Utica. We started out with some clouds this morning, but now we're starting to see some sunshine. It is going to be a nice dry day with temperatures reaching near 80. So a nice break from the storms and the rain. We are dry on our York Full Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. It is just going to be a little bit windy today, but we are expecting sunshine and temperatures reaching near 80. But to start, our skywatchers have us mostly in the 60s. We have 65 degrees in Mohawk and in Clinton. If we take a look to the south, we have 61 degrees in Cooperstown, Milford, Hartwick, and in West Lawrence. Just a little bit muggy stepping outside this morning, 61 degrees for that dew point. Today, we will remain kind of on the verge of comfortable and muggy with dew point values in the upper 50s to low 60s. But we will be dry, so it should be a nice day to get outside, do any yard work, or if you have to do any cleanup from Monday's storms, do that today because we do see the widespread rain make a return tomorrow afternoon. We'll dry out again on Friday, and then some more scattered showers come in for the weekend. So the rain tomorrow doesn't look too bad. It looks like we could be receiving around a quarter to an inch of rain widespread for tomorrow afternoon. It clears out quickly though, so it looks to come in early afternoon and then clear out by tomorrow evening for a dry day on Friday, but then some more showers and storms are possible for the weekend. Nothing severe, and then we'll be seeing highs in the upper 70s. So today on our Skycast, we will be seeing really nice weather, low to mid 70s at noon. Upper 70s for the high temperature. It's going to be sunny, but it will be windy. Tonight, we will see an increase in cloud cover with a low just around 60 degrees. And then tomorrow, we will be dry for the morning with cloudy skies. But as we head into the afternoon, the rain does approach from the southwest. And then we continue to see showers that are going to be widespread. But the good news is that they do clear out in the evening. So today, expect cloudy skies to start. Those clouds are decreasing at this point. We will be seeing sunshine, windy conditions, highs near 80. Perfect day to get any cleanup done or do any yard work. Tonight, we drop into the upper 50s with an increase in cloud cover. Tomorrow, we will start out dry with cloudy skies. We see rain come in the afternoon. It looks to clear out by the evening. We'll dry out again on Friday with some sunshine, and then unsettled weather with scattered showers and storms return for the weekend.
Good news on the weather front today means some really good news for the folks at the Tagasok Campground in Blossvale. This is what it looked like last night, and we headed back out there this morning to check things out. It is our top story here at noon. This is all due to Fish Creek in Blossvale, which overflowed its banks. This is on Higginsville Road. Now, parts of the campground and beach are still underwater, but as you can see, cleanup work is taking place today. Now, we did speak with the owner but he didn't provide any details as to how many people are staying at the campground and whether they suffered any damage to their campers or other items. Now, if you are staying or were staying at the Tagasok campground in Blossvale and would like to share your story, just call us at 793-4375 or send us an email at news@wktv.com. And a suspected tornado caused significant damage to Crystal Springs Golf Course in Vernon Monday evening. Massive trees were plucked from the ground and parts of the course are littered with branches. But the tornado is no match for what showed up at the course earlier today. Around 30 golf club members, their friends, and even competitors who own other local golf courses showed up with their crews bright and early this morning with chainsaws to help clean up from Mother Nature's wrath. Many had been asking how they could help, so the owner posted on social media that the chainsaw party would start at 9 this morning, and boy did it. He was overwhelmed when so many started showing up, chainsaws in hand.
Overwhelming. I saw the carts coming out, and I'm like, oh, I thought we closed for the day for golf, and I thought I better go tell them we're closed, and then I realized people are showing up with chainsaws, and and I'm like, we're here to help. So, and it was, I wasn't prepared for that.
And National Weather Service staff members are in Vernon today to confirm whether a tornado did touch down, and if so, determine a rating for it. And check out the damage here at the Snow Ridge Ski Resort up in Turin. Trees snapped off their bases, and there is a suspected tornado damage here as well. You can clearly see how the storm went right up that line of trees. And as all of those trees came down, well, they caused damage to all 3 chairlift lines. But skiers, fear not. Snow Ridge has already taken to social media saying they will rebuild. And meteorologist Hannah Evans joining us now, and crews from the National Weather Service are in our area investigating whether there were tornadoes, and apparently it's already been confirmed at least one, right?
Yes, so the Buffalo National Weather Service did confirm the one up in Lewis County as an EF3. That's pretty strong, and we haven't seen one of them here in a while. And then the National Weather Service from Binghamton is looking at the one in Madison, Oneida County today, so I think they're there now.
Yeah, a lot of action going on.
Yes, there is, but the good news is that we're dry today. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are tracking dry conditions for today, and it is overall a nice day. We're seeing partly sunny skies. Right now we're at 75 degrees being measured at the Graves Park Airport in Rome. It is a bit windy though, so 10 miles per hour wind speed. Today we will range just around 10 to 15 miles per hour for that wind speed. So for the rest of today, expect it to be dry with sunshine, a really nice day to get outside, do any cleanup if you have to do anything, or do any yard work. Rain does return tomorrow afternoon. We'll dry out again on Friday, but then it gets unsettled for the weekend. So for today, expect some sunshine, highs reaching near 80. It will be windy, and I will talk a little bit more about the rain possible tomorrow coming up, Gary.
Anna, thanks. Brand new this noon after not opening on time.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are tracking partly sunny skies, a really nice day outside after the rain we did see the past couple of days. Let's take a look now at downtown Utica. Some nice fluffy cumulus clouds in the sky, also some blue skies. We're seeing sunshine finally. Really nice day to get outside and enjoy it. A nice break from the rain yesterday and the storms on Monday. So once again, we are dry on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It is a little bit windy though. We're seeing a stronger wind coming from the west, coming in at just around 10 miles per hour right now, but still really nice day to spend outside with our temperatures in the lower 70s at this point. We have 71 degrees in Old Forge and 74 degrees in Clinton and in Otsego, with highs today right near 80. It's still a little bit humid though, 65 degrees for that dew point. That does fall in the muggy category. It does remain humid for the rest of this week. It also remains windy for the rest of this week. But anyway, Nala and her 2 neighbors today are super excited about the sunshine. They're ready to sunbathe by the window together. Today she's saying saying hi to Mushu and Cal. So once again, they're super happy today because the past couple of days has been gloomy and rainy. And when it was thunderstorming, Nala was a little bit scared on Monday. So she's happy now that it's sunny and dry. We are going to be seeing more rain come in tomorrow. Widespread rain is going to be possible tomorrow afternoon. We dry out again on Friday and then more scattered showers for the weekend. So it's kind of off and on or up and down for the next couple of days of when it's going to be nice and then when it's going to be unsettled. But the rainfall accumulation tomorrow doesn't look too much. Looks like we'll be receiving 1/4 to an inch of rain possible tomorrow afternoon. We will keep you updated on that. Hopefully there is no flooding issues, but at this point it doesn't look like too much rain. Then as we head into the weekend, nothing looks severe, but scattered showers and thunderstorms do make a return for both Saturday and Sunday. We'll be seeing temperatures in the upper 70s, but once again, nothing looks severe for this weekend. It does get unsettled and kind of gloomy. So on our Skycast today, beautiful weather, nice day for any storm cleanup or any yard work or going outside for a walk or a run. It's a little bit windy though. As we head into tonight, clouds increase overnight with a low falling just around 60 degrees. We are going to be seeing dry conditions through tomorrow morning. Our Skycast is showing less rain than what it did show earlier. Our other models are showing a little bit more. We can see here Skycast is showing a few showers coming in tomorrow. It does look widespread at this point for all of us tomorrow afternoon. So for today, once again, highs near and in the low 80s, windy conditions, but it's nice and sunny outside. Tonight we will remain dry, but we'll see an increase in cloud cover. Rain is going to be possible tomorrow afternoon. Most of the morning will be dry though. If you do have anything to do outside, get that done in the morning. We'll be seeing dry conditions make a return on Friday with some sunshine, and then the weather turns unsettled again for the weekend. Gary.
Thanks. There have now been a number of arrests in that. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. And if you weren't with us at the top of the show, good news on the weather front today means some really good news for the folks at the Tagasoak Campground in Blossvale. This is what it looked like last night, and we headed back out there this morning to check things out. And it is falling a bit. Now, this is all due to Fish Creek in Blossvale, which is overflowing its banks. This is on Higginsville Road right here. Now, parts of the campground and beach are still underwater. And as you can see, cleanup work is taking place today. And we did speak with the owner, but he didn't provide any details as to how many people were staying at the campground and whether they suffered any damage to their campers or other items. But if you are staying or were staying at the Tagasoak Campground in Blossvale and would like to share your story with us, just give us a call in the newsroom, 793-4375, or send us an email at news@wktv.com. And once again, our weather today looking pretty good. Meteorologist from the Weather Center, and that is definitely good news for those folks in Blossvale.
Yes, we are nice and dry today. We get a nice break from the rain and the storms, and we are going to be seeing some sunshine. So we are all dried out now on our Yorkville battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. We are seeing nice weather at this point. Temperature of 75 degrees being measured at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. Partly sunny skies. It's a bit muggy and it is a bit windy. Looking at our wind speed, we look to range today between 10 to 15 miles per hour for that wind speed. But overall, a really nice day to do any cleanup or if you had to do any yard work or just to get outside because it is nice and sunny today. And make sure you do that today because we do see some rain returning tomorrow afternoon. We dry out again Friday, and then it will be unsettled this weekend. So for today, expect some sunshine, highs near 80, and we are going to be windy, but I will talk a little bit more about that rain expected tomorrow. Coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. An American nurse from New Hampshire and
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are tracking sunny skies this afternoon and dry weather, a nice break from the rain. Let's take a look now at downtown Utica. We can see blue skies, nice cumulus clouds as well. Overall, going to be a really nice day outside for today. Temperatures are going to reach right near 80 degrees. We are dry once again on our Yorkville battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar, and today will remain dry. A nice day to, if you have to clean up anything from the storms, do any yard work, go for a walk, a run. It's just going to be a little bit windy. We see a stronger wind coming in from the west today. It looks to remain windy for the rest of the week. Our sky watchers have us in the lower 70s. We have 71 degrees in Old Forge and 74 degrees in Clinton and Otsego. It's still a little bit humid outside though. We have 65 degrees for that dew point. It looks to remain muggy for the rest of the week, also with those windy conditions. But we do go up and down with the unsettled weather. It looks like some rain will return tomorrow afternoon, and it looks to be widespread, but then we'll dry out again on Friday, and then unsettled weather returns back in for the weekend. So the rain tomorrow, it doesn't look too bad. It looks like we are going to range from about 1/4 to an inch of rainfall, widespread for tomorrow afternoon. It looks to move through pretty quickly, coming in early afternoon, ending by the evening, and then we'll be dry for Friday with more scattered showers and thunderstorms returning for the weekend. So nothing severe is expected. It's just going to be another gloomy weekend with highs in the upper 70s. And I know we did see some flooding issues from Monday and Tuesday, so we are just keeping an eye on this unsettled weather coming in. So on our skycast today, we'll reach near 80 degrees. We'll be sunny, just a little bit windy and muggy. And then tonight we'll fall to just around 60 degrees with an increase in cloud cover. We'll remain dry for most of the morning tomorrow. Our skycast model is showing less rain now than what it did show this morning. This morning it was showing all widespread rain. Two of the models are still showing all widespread rain, but our skycast has kind of jumped onto that just looks like scattered showers. So we'll keep you updated tomorrow, but it looks like we could be seeing some rain tomorrow afternoon. So for today, expect really nice weather, perfect day to get outside and enjoy it. We're a little bit windy though, but we are seeing sunshine. And then tonight we'll see an increase in cloud cover. We'll remain dry through tomorrow morning with some rain coming in tomorrow afternoon. We'll dry out again on Friday, and then more unsettled weather comes in for the weekend. Gary.
Hannah, thanks. We are joined for
A tornado confirmed. We're going to hear from the National Weather Service about their investigation. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Kristen Copeland. Jason's off tonight. The National Weather Service did have a crew in Vernon today. And after surveying the storm damage there, they determined it was, in fact, an EF1 tornado that ravaged parts of the town on Monday. News Channel 2's Jolene Ferris found today the worst of times tend to bring out the best in people. It is your top story.
The tornado that showed up here at Crystal Springs Golf Course in Vernon Monday is no match for who showed up here today. Tom Snezik watched helpless as a tornado headed for his livelihood Monday. The storm plucked massive trees from the golf course, altering its landscape and littering the course with branches.
When I posted it, people said, we'll come. You know, just let us know, just let us know. And I just kind of put on social media last night. I said, okay, the chainsaw party starts tomorrow 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. And
Snezik could not believe his eyes when 9 a.m. rolled around.
overwhelming. I saw the carts coming out, and I'm like, oh, I said, and I thought we closed for the day for golf, and I thought I better go tell them we're closed. And then I realized people are showing up with chainsaws, and people are, and I'm like, we're here to help. So, and it was, I wasn't prepared for that.
For many who are giving up this rare sunny day to do grunt work on a course they'd rather be playing, there was simply no question that they would be here to help.
We went to all through high school, kindergarten, college together. We commuted together to MV when we were going there, and we've been friends for forever.
It's not only friends and members helping out. Competitors, owners of other local golf courses, sent crews.
Well, I've got Matt Woodcock from Old Erie is running a tractor. He brought his crew. Mike and Tartaglia from Barker Brook and Scandadoa sent a crew over.
The site could only lead to one conclusion. Tom Snezik is pretty well thought of around here.
He is, in the community and in the golfing community and here at Crystal Springs. He's our guy, and whatever he needs, there's lots of guys here that'll respond to him very quickly if he needs anything.
While cleanup is a huge part of it, it's not all of it. While some golfers might be happy some of the bigger trees are gone, it does present a problem.
It changes the landscape, it changes the play, and it changes the difficulty level of the course. And we've got to figure it out now how to get that difficulty level back again.
The course is still open, but he's been opening a bit later some days to allow for cleanup. A National Weather Service crew was at the course today to check out the damage.
We're looking for tree damage, wire damage as well, if any structures have been impacted. And we look for certain signs in the damage, such as if the path of damage is convergent. That's a big one.
They determined it was, in fact, an EF1 tornado that ravaged the course. Jolene Ferris, News Channel 2.
The tornado wasn't the only punch this week. Extreme flooding turned a campground upside down near Sylvan Beach. Tagasok along Fish Creek is underwater. You can see picnic tables and grills. They're floating. Crews were there working today to clean up. We spoke with a man who lives across the street from the campground who put a measuring stick along the banks. He says all they could do was watch the water rise.
It comes up real quick. Last night at probably 10 o'clock, it was at 5.5 foot. And it went down. It was at 4.5 this morning when I left to go somewhere, and now it's below 4. But we sat here watching it yesterday. When I left yesterday morning, it was just a little below 2.
Duggleby says the water has come up over the road twice in the last 74 years. Let's get you over to the Weather Center. Let's talk about these events with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Yeah, actually getting some brand new information here as we speak. The National Weather Service confirmed another tornado today. This is in Taberg. This is also declared an EF1. So now we're up to 4 from what happened on Monday. Let me show you the graphics that I made right before I found out about this. The one in Lewis County was an EF3. That was the largest tornado we had since 1998, and one of only 3 EF3 tornadoes that our area has ever had. Madison County, an EF1 tornado that was in Munnsville, and then Verona, seen an EF1 tornado. Those 2 tornadoes were part of the same thunderstorm, thinking that the storm dropped a tornado, it lifted, and then it dropped another one. So that would count twice, even though it's the same storm. This is the one from Lewis County, the big one, on the ground for 32 minutes, 16 miles. That's something we just don't see very often here in central New York. Going forward, the weather is looking quiet. We just have a couple of showers out there this evening. Our current temperature is 80 degrees. Heading into this evening, temperatures will be in the mid-70s. Pleasant. Tracking some rain for tomorrow. We're going to look at the forecast coming up. Kristen, back to you.
Today is the 1-year anniversary.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are tracking a very pleasant evening in central New York. Let's take a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The area is looking dry. We are keeping an eye on a few scattered showers to the south and west. These are heading southeast, so they do generally clear most of the area. The one exception, though, would be the southwestern portion of Otsego County. We may have a brief shower, brief downpour with this. They are moving pretty quickly, though, so I don't think they're going to ruin your evening. But again, just something to keep an eye out for. Our chance for rain will be increasing as we head into the day tomorrow. I think the first half of the day is dry. We've got an area of low pressure that moves in, and we are looking at widespread rain later in the day. Not quite enough to call it a washout, just because I think the first half of the day will be dry enough. The rain will linger into tomorrow evening and then come to an end as we head into Friday. Friday's looking like a nice day. Beautiful conditions out there this evening. Temperature-wise, it's in the 70s to low 80s. The humidity in check today, but that number comes up tomorrow. It will feel muggy. We're dry on Friday with low humidity. It becomes more uncomfortable on Saturday and Sunday. And again, our current temperature in Rome, 80 degrees. As far as any severe weather, any flooding, anything to watch out for over the next couple of days, not really expecting a lot. Getting back into a more standard summertime pattern here, although we will be keeping an eye on our next rainfall for tomorrow, just because we've had a lot of rain lately, and it's not going to take much to cause additional problems. So as we look at the radar and satellite image, again, things look pretty quiet across the region. We're looking at dry weather tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the upper 50s. Tomorrow, an increase in clouds as low pressure approaches from the west. We will eventually see some rain with this, but again, it will take a good portion of the day for the rain to arrive. Temperatures climb into the low to mid 70s. The rain not lasting for long, but it could come down heavy at times with a few rumbles of thunder tomorrow evening. Heading into tomorrow night, the weather dries out, and then Friday looks like a nice day. Expecting some clouds in the morning, sunshine in the afternoon, and temperatures are expected to climb into the mid 70s. The next round of rain moving in is expected to produce not a whole lot of accumulation here, thinking the numbers have come down since yesterday. It looks like the heavier rain is moving to the south and east, more towards southern New England. So some good news there, because like I mentioned, it's been very wet lately. We could use a little bit of a break in the rain. Increasing clouds tonight, low of 59. Tomorrow, rain developing late in the day. Again, the first half of the day is okay, but it does turn a little bit dreary here by the day's end. Temperatures in the low 70s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Friday looks dry, looking for sunshine, temperatures in the mid 70s. Scattered showers and storms expected Saturday and Sunday. Looking at cooler weather here heading into early next week, temperatures in the 70s. But like I said, so far not seeing anything on the horizon to be overly concerned about.
Right. So this next story, Bill and I, we've both hosted holiday vacations tours to Hawaii. In this next story, you're going to see a lot of the footage of locations that we've been to on our tours if you went with us. Crazy sights happening in Hawaii right now.
And Maui.
In Maui.
Yeah.
You've got to check this out. Okay, so let's go around America right now. What some are calling an apocalypse. Once again, continuing coverage of Monday night's tornado damage. We showed you some images from Snow Ridge yesterday. Tonight, we're going to hear from the general manager there and some people who live nearby. Reporter Zach Grady takes us to Turin, where a woman staying at the West Wind Motel recounts the terrifying moments as the tornado ripped through the building.
We sat here and huddled, and he cried and he held me, and he was so scared. Mommy, don't leave me. Mommy, help us. Mommy, protect me. So we stayed here, and all of a sudden, the glass broke. You heard things blowing around outside.
Kim Long and her son moved into the West Wind Motel and townhouses 2 days ago. Now, they will be spending at least the next 30 days at the Edge Motel after severe storms destroyed her new home and most of the rest of the West Wind Motel.
I got a call from my mechanic to get in the car and drive up. I thought it was a joke. I didn't understand. I got all the alerts on my phone, but you never really believe it. You know, like, oh, there's a thunderstorm that's going to strike. And you're like, what are you talking about? It's blue skies, you know, tornado. That doesn't happen here.
Residents of the West Wind say they saw something spinning during the storms.
And I went over to the living room window and I looked out and saw the black sky, and he looked out too, and we saw a funnel type coming from that direction. And it was headed towards this way.
That way being towards New York State Route 26, the Steak and Brew restaurant where a tree was found down, resting on its roof, and Snow Ridge Ski Resort.
I just got off the mountain. We drove around and to see as much as we could. We have damage to just about all of our lifts, all 3 chair lifts, including our T-bar. Hopefully when the trees are cleared from that, we can find that there wasn't too much actual damage and it's just a matter of clearing the debris.
Town highway crews were busy cleaning up trees and debris off roads. In the town of Lewis, near the Oneida County border, a hay barn on Mud Lake Road was destroyed and part of a garage missing. Turin Mayor and Lewis County District 7 legislator Josh Leviker says he's never seen a storm like this in his lifetime.
Other than the small tornado that was probably 10 years ago on the Gardner Road up at the wind farm, other than that, I mean, nothing of an impact where it was buildings and just private, you know, I mean, the whole ski slope. I mean, it's unfortunate.
That's Zach Grady from Channel 7 helping us out with that story. Crazy stories coming out of this tornado event on Monday, and now we're learning it was actually 4.
Right, 4 tornado touchdowns, and we're going to get more information on the track of them as the Weather Service completes their storm survey. Kristen, this was a historic event in more ways than one, not only with multiple tornado touchdowns, but also just the way that we've been able to cover these. We've been able to take a really large leap forward in the way that we can see tornadoes to actually be able to detect them live on the air. And I think that's really going to be a game changer going forward, because there's going to be a time in a day where we're going to get tornado warnings confirmed in the moment. And so there won't be this guessing game. We're getting there.
Definitely getting there.
We're getting there. It's not going to be perfect, but we're at a point where we're kind of crossing into a new way and a new era of covering weather. And it's all good. It's just going to give us more information quickly. Let's take a look at those 4 tornadoes that were touched down. They came from 2 thunderstorms. They drop tornadoes at different moments. And if it's not a continuous path, they get counted twice. So that's why that's kind of the definition of how these occur. So there was one in Madison County and Oneida County. Those are EF1s. Taberg was an EF1, and then that one became a monster tornado up in Lewis County as an EF3. Now, rating tornadoes, they're all bad. You know, the difference between a 1 and a 3, it's just they do more damage as you go up the scales. Even a 0 is very destructive. It produces as much wind as a hurricane. So, again, let's not get caught up in the scale ratings of these. Again, that was the general path of the storms on Monday. But as we turn the page and we move forward, things are looking quieter. We're getting a much-needed break today weather-wise. Keep an eye on a couple of showers in Chenango County that clip southern Otsego County. But other than that, it's a pleasant evening with temperatures in the 70s. We're tracking our next round of rain tomorrow. Look at your forecast coming up. Kristen, back to you.
After a delayed start to the summer swim season, Addison Miller Pool.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're tracking some pretty nice weather this evening. Tomorrow, some rain does look to return later in the day. Let's take a live look outside. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Most of the area is going to be dry this evening, but there's one exception. A few very light showers are approaching the southern part of Otsego County. These are moving in from the northwest and moving to the southeast. So this will be impacting Morris at 6:18, Lawrence at 6:37, and Oneonta at about 6:44. And just a brief shower there, not going to last for very long. Live look outside. Look at the sunshine. It's turned out to be a much needed, beautiful day. This is a live look in downtown Utica. Temperatures have been very comfortable in the upper 70s to low 80s with relatively low humidity. Our rainfall outlook, we're not expecting any really heavy rain in the forecast anytime soon, but we'll have intermittent showers, especially late tomorrow. We're dry Friday, and then our shower chances will be back as we head into the weekend. Neither day looks to be a washout. Temperature-wise, we are going to slowly warm up as we head into the next several days. Barneveld 75 degrees, Schuyler 75, Inlet, Eric checking in with 73. Across Southern Valleys, we've got Hartwick with Deb with 76 degrees, Milford Mark with 69, and Worcester checking in with 76. The radar and satellite image shows high pressure in control of our weather today, but the next weather system will be approaching from the west as an area of low pressure. And most of this is expected to go to our south and east, keeping the heavy rain away from us. That has been the latest trends over the past 24 hours. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight, mostly clear skies. We'll see an increase in the cloud cover after midnight, and we'll start out tomorrow morning with mostly cloudy skies, temperatures in the mid-60s. Rain will be arriving later in the day. It's not widespread, it's not heavy, but it is going to impact the evening time across our area. Temperatures in the mid-70s. May see a few downpours and maybe a rumble of thunder too, but we're not expecting any strong to severe weather tomorrow. And this thing is also moving very quickly, which means we're not expecting a whole lot of rain, which is, of course, good news. Temperatures on Friday climb into the mid-70s. Tonight, increasing clouds, a low of 59. Tomorrow, again, a nice start to the day, but then the rain returns, highs in the low 70s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Sunshine Friday, 75. Scattered showers and storms possible on Saturday, Sunday, as well as early Monday. Temperatures will be in the upper 70s. Rain showers Tuesday. Sunshine returns on Wednesday with highs in the upper 70s. We'll be right back.
I'm Kristen Copeland. Jason's off tonight. The National Weather Service crew in Vernon today looked at uprooted trees, fallen branches, and the direction of damage. They determined it was an EF1 tornado that cut a swath of damage there on Monday. It is your top story here at 6. We caught up with them at Crystal Springs Golf Course in Vernon, which suffered extensive damage. The crew explained what they look at when making their determination.
We're looking for tree damage, wire damage as well, if any structures have been impacted. And we look for certain signs in the damage, such as if the path of damage is convergent. That's a big one.
Gaines says these visits and surveys also give the National Weather Service a chance to see how well they're doing in terms of issuing tornado warnings, how many of the warning results into an actual tornado. If it's possible for a destructive tornado to have a silver lining, that bright side was on display at storm-ravaged Crystal Springs Golf Course today as dozens of people gathered to clear away what Mother Nature left behind. News Channel 2's Jolene Ferris reports from Vernon.
Tom Snezik watched helpless as an apparent tornado headed toward his livelihood Monday.
You know, you can take pictures, you can post them on Facebook, social media, but until you actually get to ground zero, you can't appreciate the damage that has been done out here.
Massive trees pulled from the earth, a course littered with branches. The tornado that showed up here at Crystal Springs Golf Course in Vernon Monday is no match for who showed up here today.
And when I posted it, people said, we'll come, you know, just let us know, just let us know. And I just kind of put on social media last night. I said, okay, the chainsaw party starts tomorrow 9 p.m. or 9 a.m.
Snezik was not prepared for what happened when 9 a.m. rolled around.
Overwhelming. I saw the carts coming out, and I'm like, oh, I thought we closed for the day for golf, and I thought I better go tell them we're closed. And then I realized people are showing up with chainsaws, and and I'm like, we're here to help. So, and it was, I wasn't prepared for that.
But they were prepared and more than happy to help because some share history with Snezik.
We went through all through high school, kindergarten, college together. We commuted together to MV when we were going there, and we've been friends for forever.
When he put out the alert that a tornado had touched down here and done a lot of damage on our home course, it was just a matter of time before people mobilized and got up here with their chainsaws. And
cleanup is a big part of it, but there's more to it. While some golfers might be happy some of the big trees are gone, it changes things.
It changes the landscape, it changes the play, and it changes the difficulty level of the course. And we've got to figure it out now how to get that difficulty level back again.
The course is still open, but he's been opening a bit later some days to allow for cleanup. Jolene Ferris, News Channel 2.
Now to Turin, where they're cleaning up from an historic EF3 tornado in Lewis County, the strongest ever to touch down there. West Wind Motel and townhouses are ruined. Families who lived through the storm are now displaced. Snow Ridge Ski Resort has damage to just about all of their lifts. And a hay barn on Mud Lake Road in the town of Lewis near the Oneida County border was destroyed.
Other than the small tornado that was probably 10 years ago on the Gardner Road up at the wind farm, other than that, I mean, nothing of an impact where it was buildings and just private, you know, I mean, the whole ski slope. I mean, it's unfortunate.
That EF3 tornado had top winds of 140 miles per hour. And it wasn't just tornadoes this week. Extreme flooding turned a campground upside down near Sylvan Beach. Tagasok along Fish Creek is underwater. We see picnic tables floating, grills floating. Crews there today were working to try to clean up. We spoke with a man who lives across the street from the campground who put a measuring stick along the banks. He says all they could do was watch the water rise.
It's come over the road here twice in my life, and I've lived here 74 years. And one of those was a hurricane in 1972, June 22nd, 1972. And then it came up a few years later in the winter, because we had all the snow melt on the Tug Hill. and it rained, a lot of snow on the Tug. It rained, and it just took the snow away and flooded this in the wintertime, and it came over the road.
A crazy week for sure. Let's get over to the chief with a look at what happened.
Yeah, we're getting new information from the National Weather Service. They were in town today, as you saw, surveying the damage and coming up with the track and intensity of other tornadoes that touched down across the area. So we knew about the EF3 last night in Lewis County. That was the strongest tornado that has happened in our area since May 31st, 1998 in Otsego County. And also only the third EF3 tornado ever to hit our area. The other one was Boonville. That was back in 1983. Madison County had an EF1, and there were 2 EF1 tornadoes in Oneida County. We're going to get the details on the track and intensity and duration of those later, as the Weather Service is still compiling these reports. But here are the locations of them. Munnsville in Madison County, Vernon in Oneida County, Taberg in Oneida County, and Turin in Lewis County. And that track of the EF3 tornado was on the ground for 32 minutes, a 16-mile path. Again, as mentioned, top winds at 140 miles an hour. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking much quieter. And going forward, we're not expecting any strong weather in our area. Just some light rain looks to return tomorrow. We're going to look at the timing of that coming up. Kristen, back to you.
After a delayed start to swim season.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are tracking, again, lovely weather this evening. Let's take a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Dry across just about the entire area, but there is one exception. Brief shower just east of Norwich is moving to the southeast, and we'll track it as it heads into southern Otsego County, moving towards Otego at 646 and Oneonta at 652. It is weakening, though, so not really expecting a lot out of that. Maybe just a brief shower in that spot. The rest of us are looking dry this evening. Our chance for rain is low tonight. We're expecting dry conditions overnight. Tomorrow, the rain arrives later in the day. It doesn't look to be a washout, and it doesn't look to be all that heavy. I think the timing of this is going to be after, say, 2 to 3 o'clock, and we'll have a few showers around through the early evening. Our rain chances drop off Friday night, or I should say tomorrow night, and into Friday, and then we're looking at dry weather. Downtown Utica looking beautiful this evening with plenty of sunshine. Again, very comfortable conditions across the area this evening. The humidity is going to climb slightly tomorrow. It drops Friday, and then it starts to rise again as we head into the weekend. We are in that time of the year where we deal with humidity more often than not. Schuyler, 75 degrees, Old Forge, 75, Eric and Inlet, 73, across Southern Valleys, Paynes Hollow, 78, Milford, 69, and Cassville checking in with 76 degrees. As we look at the radar and satellite image, we've got high pressure in control of our weather for today. The next area of low pressure arrives tomorrow, and most of this is going to pass to the south and east. I'm looking at some of the newest information and the latest trends, and they're looking good as in terms of less rainfall. Looks like the heaviest rain is going to pass to the south and east. We've gotten a lot of rain the last couple of weather events. We could definitely use a break, so it does look like things are going to work out there. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight, looking at mostly clear skies early, and then clouds arrive late. Temperatures drop down into the upper 50s. Mostly cloudy skies tomorrow. Again, about half the day looks dry, and then some showers will be arriving in the late afternoon to early evening. Temperatures climb into the mid-70s. We may see some brief downpours and rumble of thunder as a cold front moves in later in the day, but we're not expecting any severe weather with that. Conditions just don't look favorable across our area. Looking at rainfall, not much. Our computer models have gone down. The trend has been lower with this weather system moving quicker and more to the south and east. Increasing clouds tonight down to 59. Tomorrow, rain arrives later in the day. Temperatures in the low to mid 70s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Sunshine Friday, 75. Scattered showers and storms as we head into the weekend. Temperatures next week into the upper 70s, more rain chances Monday and Tuesday.
You deserved this calm day.
We needed it.
You and Eric, you were very, very busy on Monday.
Thank you.
And then tomorrow, here we go again.
Yeah.
Tracking storms. All right, Bill, thank you. Still to come here on News Channel 2 at 6.
The forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. Bill, I hear we've got some new maps on Monday's storms. What kind of information do we have for folks tonight?
So the Weather Service has been working really hard today to conduct storm surveys to figure out where these tornadoes touch down. And they've been giving this information throughout the course of the day. Here's some of the newest information as the storm survey has been completed. We had a total of 4 tornado touchdowns. This is the path of the 2 in Oneida County. This is the one near Vernon. It was an EF1 tornado on the ground for 5 minutes. There's the damage path with that. Pretty close to Route 5 as it lifted. Taberg's tornado path, again, it spent most of its time along Coal Hill Road. Again, rated an EF1 with maximum winds at 110 miles an hour on the ground for 3 minutes. The Madison County tornado was downgraded to an EF0, still producing some strong winds as it moved through Munnsville. And again, this is a look at the 4 total tornadoes that happened on Monday. The Lewis County report came out yesterday. That was an EF3, one of the strongest tornadoes our area has seen, strongest since 1998. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things look quiet now, and we'll stay quiet here as we head into tonight. Low of 59 degrees. Tracking some rain late tomorrow. We're going to look at the forecast coming out. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Bill. It's unfortunate, but weather was a huge issue this week. But you know what? Even when dealing with a tragedy, some good things can come out of it. Crystal Springs Golf Course was ravaged by the storm, and tons of folks banded together and came out to remove the wake. News Channel 2's Jolene Ferris reports.
Tom Snezik watched, helpless, as an apparent tornado headed toward his livelihood Monday.
You know, you can take pictures, you can post them on Facebook, social media, but until you actually get to ground zero, you can't appreciate the damage that has been done out here.
Massive trees pulled from the earth, a course littered with branches. The tornado that showed up here at Crystal Springs Golf Course in Vernon Monday is no match for who showed up here today.
And when I posted it, people said, we'll come. You know, just let us know, just let us know. And I just kind of put on social media last night. I said, okay, the chainsaw party starts tomorrow 9 p.m. or 9 a.m.
Snezik was not prepared for what happened when 9 a.m. rolled around.
Overwhelming. I saw the carts coming out, and I'm like, oh, I thought we closed for the day for golf, and I thought I better go tell them we're closed. And then I realized people are showing up with chainsaws, and and I'm like, we're here to help. So, and it was, I wasn't prepared for that.
But they were prepared and more than happy to help because some share history with Snezik.
We went to all through high school, kindergarten, college together. We commuted together to MV when we were going there, and we've been friends for forever.
When he put out the alert that a tornado had touched down here and done a lot of damage on our home course, it was just a matter of time before people mobilized and got up here with their chainsaws. And
cleanup is a big part of it, but there's more to it. While some golfers might be happy some of the big trees are gone, it changes things.
It changes the landscape, it changes the play, and it changes the difficulty level of the course. And we've got to figure it out now how to get that difficulty level back again.
The course is still open, but he's been opening a bit later some days to allow for cleanup. Jolene Ferris, News Channel 2.
Unfortunately, tornado cleanup wasn't the only issue. Near Sylvan Beach, extreme flooding turned one of the campgrounds upside down. Tagasoke along Fish Creek is underwater. You can see picnic tables and grills are floating. Crews are working to clean up today, and we spoke with a man who lives across the street from the campground who put a measuring stick along the banks. He says all they could do was watch the water rise.
It comes up real quick. Last night at probably 10 o'clock, it was at 5.5 foot. And it went down. It was at 4.5 this morning when I left to go somewhere, and now it's below 4. But we sat here watching it yesterday. When I left yesterday morning, it was just a little below 2.
Douglaby says the water has come over the road twice in the last 74 years. Now here's a little bit more misfortune for you. Hope House in Utica, well, a car drove into it.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, and it's looking pretty quiet tonight. Pretty nice day today. We're getting some much needed dry weather and quiet weather to get a break from all the wild, crazy weather that happened earlier this week. As we look at our chance for rain going forward, we do have some rain that's expected to return tomorrow, especially in the late afternoon. Showers around through early tomorrow night, and then we get a chance to dry out for Friday. The good news is that when we're looking at total rain here, we're not expecting much. We've had a lot of rain here too, and we're pretty vulnerable to flooding going forward. You're going to have to keep an eye on rainfall chances over the next couple of days because, again, we've had quite a bit, and the ground is very saturated. As we look at outside in downtown Utica, the weather, again, looking quiet tonight. Humidity-wise, it does creep up slightly tomorrow. It backs off Friday, and then it turns more humid again as we head into the weekend. The highest humidity looks to be on Saturday. Temperatures are going to trend close to average. We'll be in the 70s for most of the week, mostly in the upper 70s, especially heading into the weekend. Overnight lows close to 60 degrees. That's pretty average for this time of the year. So you look at the radar and satellite image, we're watching the next area of low pressure developing from the west. This is not looking to take a direct hit in our area. It looks like the heaviest rain is going to pass just to the south and east into southern New England as you head into tomorrow night. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, increasing clouds overnight. Temperatures drop into the upper 50s. We're dry at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll see clouds thickening up throughout the morning into the early afternoon. And I think we'll start to see some rain here by the afternoon, maybe even a rumble of thunder too as the cold front approaches from the west. We'll get a chance to dry out tomorrow night, and the stage is set for pretty nice weather on Friday. We're looking at high temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. Not expecting much rain here for tomorrow. Again, the heaviest looking to pass south and east of central New York. Again, some good news there. Increasing clouds tonight down to 59. Tomorrow, looking at rain developing late, temperatures in the mid-70s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast looking at Friday, sunny skies, temperatures in the mid-70s. The weekend has the chance for rain and a few thunderstorms both Saturday and Sunday, temperatures in the upper 70s. And that continues into Monday, more of a steadier rain possible on Tuesday.
Well, I kind of like the way that looked. You know what? I'm more of a rain person myself, so I think this week's going to go pretty well. All right, thanks, Bill.
Yep.
Coming up next, time for a first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Bill, we've got some new maps from Monday's storms, and maybe we should get a little bit more information on what's going on.
So the Weather Service was in town, Mark, and collecting information all day today on the tornadoes that happened on Monday, and they put together these storm reports. So we've turned these into maps to give folks an idea of where these tornadoes touched down. We had a total of 4 of them. Some of the new reports that came in tonight, this is from near Vernon. The EF1 tornado on the ground for 1.3 miles, maximum winds at 90 miles an hour on the ground for 5 minutes. That map kind of shows you where it went. Started at College Hill Road and almost went to Route 5. The Taper tornado touched down generally along Coal Hill Road. It was on the ground for 3 minutes with maximum winds at 110 miles an hour. And again, that's the damaged path for that. Again, a total of 4 tornadoes. The Madison County tornado in Munnsville was downgraded to an EF0 after closer look at the damage. Still, I mean, we're talking about very powerful tornadoes here. Even an EF0 could pack winds over 70, 80, 90 miles an hour. The biggest one of all in Lewis County, that was storm survey, was yesterday. That was an EF3. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are quiet this evening, increasing clouds, temperatures in the upper 50s. We're tracking our next round of rain, and it's coming up. Mark, back to you.
All right, thanks, Bill. Now, with all the storms, weather cleanup has been a huge issue this week. But you know what? Even when dealing with the tragedy, some good can come out of it. Crystal Springs Golf Course was ravaged by the storm, and tons of folks banded together and came out to remove the wake. News Channel 2's Jolene Ferris reports.
Tom Snezik watched helpless as an apparent tornado headed toward his livelihood Monday.
You know, you can take pictures, you can post them on Facebook, social media, but until you actually get to ground zero, you can't appreciate the damage that has been done out here.
Massive trees pulled from the earth, a course littered with branches. The tornado that showed up here at Crystal Springs Golf Course in Vernon Monday is no match for who showed up here today.
And when I posted it, people said, we'll come, you know, just let us know, just let us know. And I just kind of put on social media last night. I said, okay, the chainsaw party starts tomorrow 9 p.m. or 9 a.m.
Sneezek was not prepared for what happened when 9 a.m. rolled around.
Overwhelming. I saw the carts coming out, and I'm like, oh, I said, and I thought we closed for the day for golf, and I thought I better go tell them we're closed. And then I realized people are showing up with chainsaws, and and I'm like, we're here to help. So, and it was, I wasn't prepared for that.
But they were prepared and more than happy to help because some share history with Sneezek.
We went to all through high school, kindergarten, college together. We commuted together to MV when we were going there, and we've been friends for forever.
When he put out the alert that a tornado had touched down here and done a lot of damage on our home course, it was just a matter of time before people mobilized and got up here with their chainsaws. And
cleanup is a big part of it, but there's more to it. While some golfers might be happy some of the big trees are gone, it changes things.
It changes the landscape, it changes the play, and it changes the difficulty level of the course. And we've got to figure it out now how to get that difficulty level back again.
The course is still open, but he's been opening a bit later some days to allow for cleanup. Jolene Ferris, News Channel 2.
Speaking of weather cleanup, extreme flooding near Sylvan Beach turned one of the campgrounds upside down. Tagasok along Fish Creek is underwater. You can see picnic tables and grills are floating. Crews are working to clean up today, and we spoke with a man who lives across the street from the campground who put a measuring stick along the banks. He says all they could do was watch the water rise.
It comes up real quick. Last night it's probably 10 o'clock. It was at 5.5 foot. And it's went down. It was at 4.5 this morning when I left to go somewhere, and now it's below 4. But we sat here watching it yesterday. When I left yesterday morning, it was just a little below 2.
Dougleby says the water has come over the road twice in the last 74 years. Now, unfortunately, we've got a lot of sad stories tonight. The Hope House in Utica, well,
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Looking at pretty quiet weather tonight. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are tracking our next round of rain for tomorrow, but it's going to take a little while for it to get here. So we're dry overnight. Clouds will start to thicken tomorrow morning. The rain arrives in the late afternoon to early evening. Some of the newest trends keep the bulk of the heavy rain out of central New York. That was a concern of ours yesterday and the day before, but it does look like the trend is lower for total rain, which means the risk for flooding is even lower than what it was. It was pretty low to begin with, but now it looks like flooding is really not going to be a big deal. And again, because it's been so wet lately, we are keeping a very close eye on any rain chances as we move ahead. We do get a chance to dry out for Friday. A live look in downtown Utica. Things are looking pretty quiet out there tonight. Good night to open up the windows, air out the house. It will be slightly humid tomorrow, but it doesn't look to stay that way. We'll see a drop in the humidity Friday, but it does return heading into the weekend. It looks like the highest levels of humidity will be on Saturday. Temperatures over the next several days will be pretty close to average, with highs ranging for the low 70s to upper 70s throughout the week. Overnight lows hovering around 60 degrees, some days warmer, some nights warmer than others. So you look at the radar and satellite image, you've got low pressure that's going to roll in. And again, the bulk of this is going to head to our south and east. And let's time it out on Skycast. Tonight, looking at mostly clear skies. The clouds will be arriving after midnight. We'll start out tomorrow morning with mostly cloudy skies and temperatures in the mid-60s. The rain takes a little while to get here. I still think we're dry at noon, but during the afternoon and evening, showers, maybe a few thunderstorms. This is a cold front that moves through. That's going to arrive here in the evening time. Temperatures drop into the upper 50s tomorrow night. Friday looks nice. We're looking at a mix of sunshine and clouds, and high temperatures in the mid-70s. This is a look at some of the newest rainfall forecast totals here. And again, the numbers are not impressive. Not expecting a whole lot of rain with this one. Increasing clouds tonight, low of 59. Tomorrow, looking at rain developing later in the day, high of 73. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Sunshine on Friday, temperatures in the mid-70s. The chance for showers and thunderstorms Saturday, Sunday, Monday. More of a widespread rain possible Tuesday. Highs in the upper 70s, overnight lows near 60.
Muggy and rainy on Saturday.
Yeah, not great. Not going to last all day, though.
Good, good. That is a terrible combo. All right, well, thanks, Bill. Coming up next, if you've got high credit